Hey, um, let's see. Let me refresh. No. Oh wait, it just restarted the video. I see. So it started a whole new one. All right. So now it says live, and now I see us there.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah, we're
now it
there.
works. Okay,
We'll see if Kate comes back.
hopefully she comes back. All right, now I'll see about getting my share screen back.
You should repost the link uh, on your page. Or wait, let me. See. I'm just curious. If I go to that link you posted, no, it brings up the one that we just did, the recorded one. So it made a whole new link. So you're gonna have to share that link. Isn't that something?
Yep, she says it's working now.
Oh,
Yep.
It's working
okay, she's
now.
there.
Okay, she's back in. All right, now I need to find.
But anybody else that would click on your page is going to go to that few minute long recording.
And see nothing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you might want to share or
Oh, it's out there. Now I lost my
Just like us. We're out there.
share page, the one I was going to bring up. It was this one. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now I think we're going to get somewhere. Hopefully. So I'm not familiar with a lot of these. Some of them, most of them, I am.
I posted it on there for you.
Glenlis. I wouldn't even know how to pronounce the names. Miss Jones. She's
John.
a Tony-winning award-winning stage and screen star who played the mother opposite Julie Andrews in the classic movie
Oh,
Mary
Mary
Poppins.
Poppins. Huh.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
And she's another one. Died on January 4th at the age of 100.
Wow. That's the age they're all going at now, man.
Yeah, it seems
Mm.
like something to shoot for, huh, Tom?
Cool. We're living to at least 120, you know?
Mm. Speak for yourself.
And then there was David Soul.
Oh, Starsky and Hutch? Yeah.
Yep, Starsky and Hutch. Died
Hmm.
January 4th at the age of 80.
Man, maybe he was with her and they both went in the same disaster.
And he also, I swear he also did that, one of those movies like Salem's Lot or something like that.
Hmm. He kind of does resemble another actor. I just can't think of off the top of my head. But
Joyce Randolph, a veteran stage and television actor whose
oh,
role as the savvy Trixie Norton on The
yeah,
Honeymooners.
that'd be my wife there, Ralphie boy.
That's a good one. Uh,
Hamina. Way to go, Ralphie boy.
she died January 13th. She was 99. She almost made that 100 mark.
Really?
Oh, did you go live to BB3 too? Oh, you did.
Yeah,
Okay. I
it's
just got a notification. I was like, wait, who's live on BB3?
and Noreen Virgin, a Canadian children's entertainer most beloved for her role as
Hmm.
Jodie on the 1980 series
Today's
Today's
special.
Special,
Yeah.
that died on January 15th at the age of 77.
Hmm.
Mm.
Norman. Oh, wrong Norman. Jewish.
Norman Jewish,
Jew,
what?
Jewison. Jewish.
Yeah,
Jewison.
the Canadian director of numerous Oscar-recognized titles, including Moonstruck and Fiddler on the Roof.
Snap out of it.
No, I don't want to feel her on the roof.
Died on January 20th at the age of 97. Boy, they are really all pretty close to that 100 mark.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Why does that guy look like John Cena?
No, I don't know.
In a
But
way,
you can't see John Cena.
he's a soap opera star.
Mhm.
David Gale, best known for his roles in Beverly Hills 90210
Oh, yeah.
and Port Charles.
Mm.
Man,
Port
he was
Charles.
almost as old as me. I'm gonna
Wasn't
be
Port
50
Charles a
He
spin-off
died
of
at the
soap
age of
opera?
58. I'm going to be 58 in March.
I'm going to be 58 in 1 month and 8 years.
1 month and 8 years.
Yep.
Oh. Cheetah Riviera, the dynamic dancer, singer, and actor who garnered 10 Tony nominations, winning twice in a long Broadway career that forged a path for Latina artists, and who shrugged off a near-fatal car accident, died January 30th. She was 91.
Another old one. Oh, yeah.
Apollo Creed.
Apollo Creed, man. It's all in the hips. It's all in the hips.
Carl Weathers. You know, he was a former NFL linebacker
I did not know that.
before he became a Hollywood action movie star.
Damn. Said the hell with this. I might get hurt doing this. I'll just go into acting.
Yeah.
I really
Really
could.
didn't know he could get his lights punched out by Sylvester Stallone, right?
Who keeps ringing that bell? I can't concentrate. I said that for Nick, even though he's not watching, I'm sure. But it was relevant.
And then he was also in Predator.
Yep.
Mhm.
He
Happy
even
Gilmore.
tried his hand at comedy because he was in Happy Gilmore.
He was in
Remember?
he was in a couple of Adam Sandler's movies. He was
Yeah,
also in Little Nicky.
But that one, he had the alligator bit off his hand.
Yep. Just tap, 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 tap it. Tap.
He died February 1st. He was 76 years old.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's a shame.
This one shocked the hell out of me.
A
Mm.
lot of people.
Same here.
When I heard about Toby Keith, man, that
Yeah, but he also had stomach cancer.
yeah, he was in
Yeah.
pretty bad shape. I was shocked because I saw the pictures of him towards his end, and oh my God, he didn't even look like himself because he had lost so much weight.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That'll do it to you.
But that Red Solo Cup thing is going to be around forever now.
Uh-huh.
Well, hell, it was a staple of my teenage years. Being in the woods with the keg.
Like
That was
Guys-
my silo cup.
He was 62 years old, but he had quite the career. He could have went
Oh,
a
hell
lot. It could have went a lot. I mean, when you think of all the country stars that started around his time, there's a few of them that aren't even in the music industry anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That you
A
don't even
lot
hear
more of them
about.
that are dead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. You know. Kenneth Mitchell. Canadian actor Kenneth Mitchell was best known for his roles in Star Trek Discovery and Captain Marvel.
Didn't watch either one. I like Star Trek, but only Next Generation.
Well, I didn't watch Star Trek because I think I only took it as far as Next Generation and any of those series after that.
Yeah, they
I
were
mean,
just
when they got Scott Bakula to play the captain, I'm like, what?
and I never actually watched it, and I meant to see if it was any good because I do like Scott Bakula. Goes back to
They
my
actually-
Quantum Leap time.
Yeah, they actually got the other one that was his mentor in Quantum Leap onto Star Trek to play
Oh.
against him.
And I saw the Captain Marvel movie.
Oh my God, hamburgers are dead.
Oh no!
Oh man.
No, that's
Dang
like
it!
an ad.
Oh, Richard Lewis. Yeah.
I had one last
Richard
night. What's the last one?
Lewis. Wow, that one's another shocker. I didn't know about that either.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
An
I
acclaimed
remember that.
comedian known for exploring his neurosis in frantic stream of conscious diatribes while dressed in all black, leading to his nickname, the Prince of Pain.
Yeah, he wasn't looking real good at the end. I remember seeing pictures of it.
February 28th,
Yeah.
76 years old.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
God.
saw him he was in a lot of stuff. Maybe not real big starring roles, but he did a lot of supporting stuff too.
Yeah. I mean, he. What was the Men in Tights? He was in that. That was a good movie.
But he also did TV, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
He was on Two and a Half Men on an episode of Two and a Half Men as Charlie Sheen's financial advisor or attorney or something like that.
Yeah, and he had in earlier shows he had reoccurring roles too. Before Two and a Half Men. Like I can't remember what they were off the top of my head, but I remember that's a woman with a mustache.
That's a Mo Man.
Here's somebody I
Wow,
thought was
that's
dead a
a
long
movie,
time
yeah.
ago. I didn't even know he was still alive.
I thought he
Yeah.
did too.
Louis
See?
Gossett Jr.
Yeah.
He was famous for Iron Eagle, Enemy Mine.
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
I can't think of some of the other ones, but
Average.
Enemy Mine was one of my favorite movies.
I
with him
love
in.
that. Every time I see it on, I gotta watch. I might have to watch it.
He was the first black man to win a supporting actor Oscar and an Emmy winner for his
Enemy.
role in the TV miniseries Roots. So
Yeah, there were a lot of people in that one.
I was just gonna say there was a lot of famous people that came out of that movie.
LeVar Burton, yeah, he was Kunta Kinte.
Mm.
So he died on March 29th. He was 87 years old.
Oprah was in that. Whoopi.
Yeah, so was Geordie LaForge.
Yeah,
That's what we
LeVar
said.
Burton. He was Kunta Kinte.
But
The
you
one they
can't
were
say that
with.
on television.
Charles, or no, Chance, I don't know.
Perdomo.
Sounds like a Monopoly piece.
He was in Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Died in a motorcycle crash on April 1st, April Fool's Day.
Then the
He
next
was
day he
only
went, just
20
kidding.
He was only 27.
Usually those motorcycle accidents, those guys. Oh my God, I thought that was a point sticking up on his head of hair. I was like, what is this, Edward Grimley?
No, that's Alfalfa.
That's Joe Flyers. He was. I liked him too. He was from SCTV.
Yeah, he did. Joe Flattery. He was on SCTV and a lot of those kind of Canadian type shows.
Yep.
Comedian Joe he was a founding member of the
SCTV.
Canadian sketch series
Yeah.
SCTV.
Yep. Him, John Candy. I mean, there was a lot of them.
Yeah, Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Yep.
Because that's where the
Rick
brothers
Moranis
got their
Dave
start. Was there? Yeah, Rick Moranis was another one.
Yeah.
Well,
he
yeah,
was one of the
wait,
McKenzie brothers.
He was. I was just going to say. He's
And
one
Dave Thomas was the other one. And I only remember his name because it's the same name of the founder of Wendy's. True.
He also died on April 1st at the age of 82.
Wow. Oh, he was from Pittsburgh, a native of Pittsburgh. Wow. Did not know that.
Native of Pittsburgh, Toronto, to help establish the Second City Theater, which was SCTV.
Yep. Yeah, they did it live on stage first, and then they.
Oh
moved it
yeah,
to-
he was also in that Adam. He was the one that was yelling "jackass"
Yep.
and Happy Gilmore the whole time. That's right.
He
Every
sure
time
was.
Adam Sandler stepped up to the plate or the tee, he's like "jackass."
Yep. O.J. Simpson.
OJ, the juice.
Not a Jew. But guess who is? Hall of Famer Rod Carew. Sorry.
Died on
Adam
April
Sandler, man.
10th following a battle with cancer.
Mm.
He was 76. Now, let's get down to it. Do you think he was guilty?
Do I think he did it himself? No. Did he sanction it? That's another question altogether.
What, did he hire somebody else? Yeah.
I think he did it.
I don't think
I
he
think
did it
he did
himself.
I think he did it, and I think that the cops and the people trying to prosecute him fumbled the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, they had the gloves and they had these gloves, and it's like, you go and put the gloves, leather gloves, okay? You go and put them in a baggie,
You're gonna shrink.
all right? What happens? Leather sweats, all right, when it gets hot. You put that in, they didn't. So when they go and try to see if the gloves fit, well, one, you have him with a rubber glove on to begin with,
Yeah.
and then it's not going to fit because the thing's been in a baggie, sweating and shrinking for God
Yeah.
knows how long before they tried him.
Well, if the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
I mean, if you're not guilty, why the fuck did he run? Why was the famous Bronco chase? I mean, and then he proves he has a temper because he goes and beat the shit out of somebody that had a lot of his memorabilia, because they were going to burn it all,
Damn. Well, like I said, whether or not he did it himself will never be really known, but I'm
No,
sure he had something to do with it
Mhm.
in some fashion.
She's out there, Bart.
I heard. Give me a minute.
I mean, it's sad, but that they're never going to get an answer about the Nicole Brown case, but
No. And her boyfriend.
the only one that knows the truth is dead and gone.
Yep.
Mike Pinder.
I was going to say, damn, a whole group died on the same day? Damn.
Wow.
No,
Moody Blues. Oh, yeah.
he was a founding member of the Moody Blues. Died April 24th at the age of 82.
Well,
You
they
got
didn't
a
have
real
much to say
picture
about him.
Nope, they don't have a real picture of him. So God only knows which one of them he is.
I don't know. The guy on the upper left looks
This
like
guy
Christopher
kind of
from-
looks like Nick Cage, doesn't he?
Yeah, a little bit. And the guy next to him is David Letterman
Mm.
from the 70s.
Letterman was in, what was he?
And bottom right looks like John Cleese.
A little bit.
And Bernard Hill.
Bernard Hill. Actor Bernard Hill, who delivered a rousing cry before leading his people into the battle in the Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, and went down with the ship as captain in the Titanic.
Yep.
Where was the Titanic when Gondor fell?
So those are two big major franchise movies.
Mm-hmm.
Died at the age of 79.
Mm.
Oh,
Now,
yeah,
don't get confused. Olivia Newton-John did not pass away.
Not
I
yet.
thought she did a while back.
Susan
Did she?
Buckner, the one right here, is the one best known for playing the peppy Rydell High School cheerleader Patty Simcox.
Actually, Olivia Newton-John is dead.
Oh,
She died
Yeah.
in 22.
Yeah. I
I
thought it was
didn't think
22.
she died either, but I forgot.
but anyway, this was about Patty Simcox.
Mhm.
You know. She got her, believe it or not, she got her start as a beauty queen. She won Miss Washington in 1971, and went on to place in the top 10 in the 1972 Miss America pageant, tying for the first in the swimsuit competition.
Beauty School Dropout.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Yeah.
Ian Gelder.
Ian Gilder.
Oh, Game of Thrones. Okay.
Who played
No.
Kevin Lent in Game of Thrones. Yeah. Died on May 7th at the age of 74.
Well, my dad outlived him.
It looks like he did a lot of theater, like Shakespeare, Globe Theater,
Doctor Who.
London's West End. Yeah, so Mr. Decker. Doctor Who!
Doctor Who.
And his Dark Materials. Dun, 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 dun,
I never
dun,
watched
dun,
Doctor
dun,
Who.
dun, dun, dun.
I only ever watched the one with the dude with the fro. Like
David Tennant?
was that him? Like, the guy with the curly hair? Like my
Oh, no,
grandpa used to watch him.
that was Tom Baker.
Okay. That was like back in the
I don't
80s.
even know what a fucking TARDIS is.
It looks like
Except
a
that it
big
looks like
phone
a phone
booth.
booth. Yeah.
Yeah, and it goes through space and
Time
time.
and space.
Well,
Relative
didn't Bill and Ted do that in the phone booth?
They sure did. That might have been where they got the idea.
Might have been, huh? So Alice
Monroe.
Yeah. Short story legend whose intricate tales depicting small town southwestern Ontario earned her an international fan base and the Nobel Prize in Literature.
Man, they're just handing those things out to anybody, aren't they?
She died May 13th at the age of 92.
92.
Wow.
Oh yeah, Dabney Coleman.
Dabney
Forgot.
Coleman. The one that played an ass almost all the time and did it perfectly.
Except in the movie Cloak and Dagger, he wasn't an ass in that.
Yeah.
He was a
I
pretty
remember that one.
cool guy. Yeah,
That's an old movie.
yeah.
84, I think it
But
was.
I mean, think about it. He played the in 9 to 5.
Yeah,
Mhm.
He played
The
the
boss.
worst type of womanizer there was.
Mhm.
he was also in that movie with Chevy Chase, where Chevy Chase got those like powers,
Yep.
the telekinesis, and all that.
Modern Problems, I think it was called.
Had him hanging upside down.
Yep, that was funny.
Yeah, that was a good movie. Back when Chevy Chase was funny. Yeah.
Oh, and he was also, I forgot about that. He was also in Tootsie,
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
that movie Tootsie.
Yep.
Dustin Hoffman, and another dead person who's on this list was in that movie as well. But we will get to her later. Because this one I remember, it hit me hard when it happened.
Oh, he was also in the Western drama Yellowstone.
Must have been early on.
Must
And
have
he
been.
was on the HBO gangster saga Boardwalk Empire.
I do not remember him in Boardwalk Empire, and I watched every episode of that. I'm going to have to look that up.
Never even
And
heard
had
it.
a reoccurring role as an influential businessman in the HBO gangster saga Boardwalk Empire. Morgan Spurlock.
The
The
Super
filmmaker-
Size Me. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember that.
died May 23rd at the age of 53.
Man.
That wasn't. What was that about?
That was about the people eating like McDonald's food and the health
Okay, I see.
aspects
He
of it.
challenged himself to only eat meals from McDonald's for a month, never being allowed to turn down the supersize option of the meal if offered. While
Yeah, and
monitoring
he
the
showed-
effects of his mental and physical health and
Yep.
taking a deep dive into the inner workings of the fast food industry.
Let me guess, he died of a heart attack.
It actually doesn't say.
Try Chinese.
But, you know, I mean, that must have been, it says it's hit theaters in 2004.
Yeah. Yeah.
He should have done it more recently because McDonald's has been going constantly downhill. It hasn't been the same since the 80s.
No, and it hasn't, and now they have healthier
Options.
ingredients and stuff than they did even when he made the movie.
Yeah, but still, it's like some of it's like eating leather.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the burger is so. Don't get me started with McDonald's.
Yeah.
Johnny Wachter. What a name.
No, he didn't.
No, she whacked him, man. That's how it works.
General Hospital was shot and killed in Los Angeles on May 25th during a suspected car robbery.
Yeah.
He was
So
37.
he was a victim of a carjacking.
Mm.
Whacked her jacked. That's the title on, for the article. Whacked her jacked. It's good.
He appeared in nearly 200 episodes of General Hospital.
Ugh.
Just long
He
enough.
also appeared in NCIS, Westworld, and Criminal Minds.
That's more reputable to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
NCIS,
Yep.
Criminal Minds, yeah.
Oh,
Benji Gregory.
oh,
Alf,
yeah, what was his name on there?
who starred as a
Some
child
like
in the 1980s
Brian, yeah.
Gordon
comedy
Shumway.
sitcom Alf.
Brian.
Died June 13th at the age of 46.
Well, I beat him.
He starred
Yeah.
he starred as Brian Tanner
Tanner.
in
Yeah.
101 episodes.
Well, yeah, that's about how many there were.
Yeah.
He was pretty much the family was in every one.
Pretty much
Maybe-
I think there was probably about 101 episodes because that would be from beginning to end.
I mean, there may have been an episode or two where I remember Alf going to another family's house or something.
And maybe the pilot because you didn't get to meet the family right away.
Yeah.
Well, this says 99 episodes were made.
And then
How
he
the
was
hell is he
also
good?
Gregory was a fixture in 80s television sets with roles on the A-Team, T.J. Hooker, Punky Brewster.
Oh, my God.
He also appeared in the 1986 movie Jumpin' Jack Flash alongside Whoopi Goldberg.
Yep.
And that was a very popular movie when that came out.
Yeah.
Mm.
Back when Whoopi was funny.
Yeah. And she went downhill.
Yeah.
Donnie Sutherland.
Donald
Yeah.
Sutherland,
June 20.
the gravely voiced Canadian actor who graced both TV and movie, died June 20th in Miami from a long-time illness. He was 88. And, man, his thing can go on and on and on. I
But
mean,
they're not saying the one movie that like everybody that likes him knows.
I know.
what
Attack of
movie
the-
was that?
The Body Snatchers.
Oh, yeah.
No,
That's
no,
not
the
right.
one I was thinking was one with Monkey and Dustin Hoffman. Outbreak.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that movie. He was the asshole.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, he did play Hawkeye in the movie version of MASH. That's right. I forgot.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Yep, he was in the movie version of it, but I kind of glad that Alan Alda took that place.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, he kind of made it too serious or something. I don't know.
Bill
Bill
Cobb.
Cobbs,
Wow.
the veteran character actor who became an ambiguous and sage screen presence as an older man, died June 26th. He was 90.
Hudson Proxy, The
The
Bodyguard.
Bodyguard, Night at the Museum, The Taking of Pelham, 1, 2, and 3.
No, that was the name of the movie. 1, 2, 3. No, Taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3, because it was a train.
Oh. Didn't see.
I've seen things.
He was in The Sopranos, West Wing, Sesame Street, Good Times,
He was in The Sopranos.
He was Whitney Houston's manager in The Bodyguard.
I got him in The Sopranos. It was the preacher's dad. Yeah, I remember now. That's a
He played
show
the
I've
coach in
seen.
Air Bud, a security guard in The Night of the Museum.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Martin Mull.
Yeah, that was a tough one too.
Oh my God.
He's been around forever.
Yeah, he has. Martin Mull, whose droll, eccentric comedy and acting made him a hip sensation in the 70s and later a beloved guest star on sitcoms including Roseanne and Arrested Development. Yeah, he played Roseanne's boss.
Not to mention, he played the same person who I said is also on this list for dying. He played her boss in Mr. Mom.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He did. He played on Mr. Mom.
What are you going to use? About 220? 220, 221, whatever it takes. Sorry. I had to see the movie to know why that's funny.
History of White People in America. A mockumentary that first aired in Cinemax.
Wow.
Yeah. He did a lot of work. I mean, we could go on about him too.
Oh, yeah.
Shifty Shellshock.
I
What
have
a
no idea.
name.
Crazy Town. I never.
That can't be his real fucking name. Shifty
Probably.
Shellshock. Shellshock.
Shellshock.
The lead singer of the late 1990s rap rock band Crazy Town.
And
Spinza.
He was 49.
beat him too. Well, not yet.
Olive Oil. Oh, wait.
Shelley Duvall.
Shelley Duvall.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The cult favorite character actor, best known for her work in The Shining. Oh, that's
Mhm.
right. She did that too, opposite Jack
That's right.
Nicholson. And Annie Hall died on July 10th. She had just turned 75.
Hmm.
Just give me the bat. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your fucking brains in. Sorry. Shining moment.
Yeah.
we watched. We were watching something, and oh my God, it had a very, very young Jack
Shelley.
Nicholson in it.
Oh, Jackie boy.
Mm.
Oh, Somewhere in Time.
Mm-hmm.
We watched that Christopher Reeve movie, Somewhere in Time, and Jack Nicholson was in there, and I'm like, that's Jack. No, and we're like,
Well, Sparky.
it was hard to tell, but oh, here we go. She
Dr.
was
Ruth
all over
Westheimer.
radio waves back in the day. Dr. Ruth Wessenheimer, the sex
Someone that-
therapist.
Yes, somebody that Sam Beckett jumped into.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that one. He was even doing the accent and everything.
He was, yeah.
Shush.
Oh my God. Stop.
She was 96 when she died on July 12th.
Man, I could have swore she was 96 back in the 80s.
Mm.
Man, I remember those long nights when I was like driving cab in the
The radio show.
we had no FM radio.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we couldn't get the FM radio to work because they take out the antenna to make for the dispatchers bullshit. So all I could listen to was Dr. Ruth. And
Sexually speaking, you're on the air.
that woman cracked me up. She did.
He will try to solve your problem.
Someday they will make a drug which will help you with your problem. The dog agrees.
Yep. Richard
It will be a little
Simmons.
blue pill.
Oh, yeah, Richard Simmons. Yeah, I know.
You tell him, dog.
Fine, whatever.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
He's muted. He muted himself so he could tell the dog off.
probably.
Oh.
Well, at least he would have died healthy.
You
Yeah.
know,
Well,
I heard that Pauly Shore
Yeah,
is slated to play Richard Simmons in the
Uh,
movie.
I can see that.
he was supposed to, but Richard Simmons said no. Now I don't
Mm.
know if now that he's gone, like it was already in writing or something that he said no. So I don't know. Maybe it has to stick. But that would be a good. I mean, they do resemble each other.
I know. I was like that. When I saw that, I'm like, oh my god, that would be perfect.
Yeah, I think they did like a little short thing before they made the movie where he portrayed him, and that's what kind of gave them the idea.
He'll be drinking his juice.
You know,
Weeds in the jute.
God, that guy was around for a long time, and Pauly Shore could just nail. I could just see Pauly Shore playing him and nailing. I mean, nailing it.
Oh yeah, he in that short. He definitely. I mean, you could tell. I mean, he had it.
Yeah.
And then we
Shannon
got
Doherty.
Shannon Daugherty.
Doherty.
90210.
90210 and Charmed.
Yeah,
Yep.
Charmed is what I was going to say. Yeah.
Both spelling enterprises.
Yeah. Movie films.
Right.
Yep.
And then she
Okay.
also went and did see if it says it here. Oh, she got her start. I forgot. She got her start. She was a childhood actress. Okay. She got her start on the Little House on the Prairie.
Huh.
Ah,
Oh yeah, it says that there.
Michael Landon saw something in her. Okay.
I'm
And
sure he did.
but over the time, the rumors, and like I said, these are strictly rumors. You know, she wasn't wasn't an easy person to work with, and that's why she didn't
No.
last on 90210 or Charmed.
Well, she wasn't. You know what? She was in that movie Heathers. So
Mhm.
that's probably more like what she was really like in that movie.
She was in that movie Heathers, and she also did that for like one season. She did that scare tactics thing.
Oh, God.
But she only did it for one season because she couldn't get along with,
The other
crew.
actors. Mm.
you know, and
Divas.
I think some of that had to come from because she was a child and she got her start on Little House on the
Little
Prairie,
Mhm.
and Michael Landon kind of took her under his wing during that time.
He played an angel and he took her
Angel.
under his
Mhm.
wing.
Yep,
I got it.
Mhm.
Yeah, but Michael Landon was a great actor, though.
He
He's in
was.
a lot of-
Unintentional pun there.
you
I
know,
had one of them the other night because
Highway
there's
to
a
Heaven.
video. There's
That
a
was
video
good
circulating
series.
on TikTok with Paul McCartney coming out of some building. There's a dude behind him that looks just
John
like what
Lennon.
John Lennon would look like today.
Yeah.
And I was showing it to my dad, and I zoom in on it. I said, "Now just imagine." And he looked at me and went, "Ah, I see what you did." I went, "Oh, I didn't even think about
Imagine
that."
all the people.
And she always claimed her personality was grossly
Misconstrued.
misconstrued by the media.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know,
No, they
I'm
knew
not,
you were a bitch.
I'm not a bitch.
you know, I'm not so
Hi.
sure about that. But she died. She was by the time she was at her end. I do know she was doing a lot of work for a lot of different charities.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. She got. I mean, well, dying will humble somebody. You know.
Yeah,
it
well.
does that.
And she tried to put up the good fight, but she lost her battle. I think it was cancer.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. It was. Yeah, I
Some
forget
form
what
of
kind.
cancer. Breast cancer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. After years with breast cancer.
Breast
Where's
cancer
my
is not the
phone?
best cancer.
No. This guy, James
Sicking.
Seeking. Thank you.
He said a hardened police lieutenant on
Who
Hill Street
started as a hardened police lieutenant on Hill Street Blues. I used to watch that.
and the titular character, kind-hearted dad on Doogie Howser, MD, died at
Oh,
90
wow. He was
on
dad
July
on Doogie
15th.
Howser.
Complications from dementia.
Dementia. At
Mm.
the age of 90.
Well, Mum died of that. She was 84.
He was on MASH, Mission Impossible, The FBI,
Mm.
Rockford Files,
He's on
Hawaii
MASH.
Five-0, Charlie's Angels, Eight is Enough, and Little House on the Prairie.
Wow.
So he made the gambit of 80s shows.
80
Yeah.
TV, 70s
Oh,
and
Bob
80s TV
Newhart.
shows. Bob Newhart.
He died a few years back.
No,
No.
July 18th at the age of
Wow.
94.
Mm-hmm.
And he continued to work for quite a while too.
Yeah.
He did. He was on Big Bang Theory.
Because
for
I
some
saw
time.
him on a episode of NCIS where he was Dr. Ballard's counterpart or predecessor.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Predecessor. Mm.
and he was like in there with like dementia or something. You know,
Yeah.
so series.
This is
of
my
short-
brother Daryl, and this is my other brother
Brother
Daryl.
Daryl. Yeah,
Hey,
I
who's-
remember that. Bob Newhart show.
Mm.
And then wasn't there like a spin-off of that show where they owned they owned like an inn?
Yeah, there was a few Bob Newhart shows. I don't know if they were spin-offs of each other or just new concepts.
there was like one where he was an inn owner or something. That's the
Yeah.
one that had the brothers in it.
Yeah. And then he had one where Peter Scolari was in it. The guy from Bosom Buddies.
Oh, there's an old show.
I have no idea who this is.
I have no idea either.
Singer, I think.
Abdul
Fakir.
What'd you say to me?
the last surviving original
Four
member
Tops.
of the
Right.
beloved Motown group, the Four Tops.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's no longer the last surviving original member.
No.
Died at the age of 88.
Wow.
Heart failure and homes
Wow.
in Detroit. Okay.
Wow.
So he died right in the heart of Motown.
Mm.
Because that's where
Sorry, that
Motown
was-
got its start. It was in Detroit. The only
And
reason
Philly.
I know that is because I was in Detroit and there was like a Motown museum and we never got the time. But
It was there. It was here in Philly too, and I think somewhere else. I can't remember off the top of my head. I mean that was probably where it started, but
who
it was
knows?
big here
I
too.
mean, I'm sure that they probably argue with you.
Oh, she played Misty.
Rachel Lillis,
Many of
a
Pokemon's
voice
most beloved
actor who brought to life many of the Pokemon's most beloved characters, died at the age of 55. And if that was her at 55, she
I
was
doubt it.
damn good.
I somehow
I doubt
doubt
it too.
I somehow doubt that too.
that was
On
probably
August
when
10th.
she did Pokemon.
She also died after a battle
Breast
with
cancer.
breast cancer. Gina Rollins.
I know
I've
the
seen
face.
her. She played Gibbs' mother-in-law on NCIS, I think.
I think she's
She
been
did-
around a bit, but
Died at the age of 94, complications of Alzheimer's disease.
Mm-hmm.
She was considered a guiding light in independent cinema as a star in groundbreaking movies by her director husband, John.
Castle
Yeah.
Whitehead.
And later charmed audience in their son's tearjerker, The Notebook.
yeah. A woman under influence, Gloria and
Gloria.
Faces. I don't know. Phil Donahue. I thought he'd been dead.
Joey boy. Mm.
Longtime talk show host Phil Donahue died August 18th following a long-time illness. His family said he was 88.
His family said he was 88, but we believe he was 89.
Mm.
Yeah, he was married to Marlo Thomas,
Oh yeah.
who is the
What?
daughter of Danny Thomas, who was the founder of St. Jude's
Yeah.
Medical Research Hospital. And
And
Marlo
next up,
Thomas was also best known as that girl.
Yeah.
Jerry.
Well, Sid Vicious, man.
Sid
Oh.
Vicious. Man, that was a wrestler from that's
The 80s.
the 80s, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep.
August 25th, he was 63.
Wow.
Psycho Sid.
Mm.
6'9".
Went by many names in the ring, including Sid Justice, Psycho Sid, and rose to the performance at the height of WrestleMania craze in the 1990s.
6'9", man. I would not have wanted to be one of the pole bearers. I'll tell you that.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, and he was over 300 pounds.
Fuck it. No way.
Use the forklift.
Yeah. Beep, beep, beep.
Hey, they did when I remember when Yokozuna broke his leg,
Mhm.
okay, in a match.
Yeah.
And they had to get him out. They came out with a forklift and a pallet on the forklift
Oh,
Yep.
and put him on that forklift, and you could see that forklift struggling
Bending.
to stay on the
Mhm.
ground and
Not tip over?
not to it almost,
Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby.
one of the most famous actors
James
of a
Earl
generation.
Jones.
I mean,
This is
God,
the
what
book that
hasn't he
got
done?
Bubba cooked.
He couldn't fit the Darth Vader suit, but he had the voice.
Yep.
Luke,
You know,
I am not your father.
But he never said, Luke, I'm your father. He just said, no, I am your father.
Father.
Even though we all remember him saying, Luke, I'm your father.
And I'm also Simba's father.
That's right. Everything the light touches is our kingdom.
that guy
So
probably
you go to the dark side.
did a lot more than most. I mean, considering his acting career
Mhm.
spawned from Star Wars all the way to
Everything else. Yeah.
everything
Oh,
else,
yeah.
because he was on episodes of House and
Mhm.
I mean, he did a lot of
he
theater
did the
acting,
voice,
too.
and he did a lot of voice acting as well.
Yeah.
Because of it, his voice was one of those that in Hollywood were extremely recognizable.
Oh, yeah.
And you would never know that he was a stutterer when he first started out.
No,
I
what's-
saw a documentary
Yeah,
on that.
severe stutter to become a celebrated icon of stage and screen,
Mm.
and eventually lending his deep, commanding voice to CNN, The Lion
this
King, and
is
Darth
CNN.
Vader. And there's a lot more voice work than he did just those three things.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
And
they're
he
not
was
listing everybody.
93. He was one of the first African American actors in a continuing role on a daytime drama, As the World Turns.
Wait, was
Or-
he in Roots too?
I
Not
think
Root,
so,
not meaning the sequel, because there wasn't a sequel. I meant
Mm.
also.
Just in roots, yeah.
Can you imagine that? Roots 2.
Mm.
Yep,
Roots 2, the comeback.
the writer Alex Hazy. The Next Generation, South. Yeah, he was in the Field of Dreams, The Great White Hope. The writer Alex Haley in Roots,
Oh,
The
okay.
Next Generation.
Oh,
and
yeah.
a South African minister.
There was a sequel. How about that?
No, I'm not your father. Commonly misremembered as Luke, I am your father.
See, we have already
Mhm.
covered that, man.
Yeah.
We're good. We're on top. This is CNN. I said that too.
That
Yeah.
was CNN.
That sounded like Gump.
Now you got Chad McQueen.
What? Any relation to Steve? Yeah.
Yeah.
Son.
the son of the late actor and race car driver Steve McQueen.
The king of cool.
Chad
Mm.
McQueen, an actor known for his performances in the Karate Kid movies.
Hmm.
Really?
Hmm.
I don't remember him being in the Karate Kid movies.
Well, probably de-age him about 20 or 30 years, maybe 40 years. I think he was
Died
one of the
September
kids.
12th. He was 63. McQueen
Yeah.
followed in his father's footsteps, both pursuing both acting and race car driving. He became well known for his. Oh, he was Dutch. Okay.
The dude with the blonde hair.
And its sequel 2 years later.
Antagonist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when it said Dutch, I knew exactly who he was. I
Yeah,
could
the dude
picture
with
him in
the
my head right
semi-curly
away.
blonde hair.
Yeah,
Not the main asshole with the
the
blood.
one that was always screaming in the background.
Yeah.
Tito Jackson,
Tito Jackson.
Tito, go
one
get me
of
some
the
tissue.
Jackson Five,
Tito,
and
give me a
Michael's
tissue.
brother. One of the brothers who made up the beloved pop group, the Jackson Five.
Jackson 5.
Was he wasn't the oldest, right? Jermaine was the oldest, or was Tito the oldest? Tito might have been the oldest.
He died at
sure.
the age of 70. Tito was the third of 9 Jacksons,
Holy
children,
shit, didn't they have a TV?
which included global superstars Michael and sister
And
Janet.
Who seems to have
Part-
disappeared.
Yeah.
So he was like the third oldest.
Right.
The way I read that was
Yeah,
the
but
third
not
of
all the
9.
kids. Not all the kids were in the group though. So
No.
I mean, in the group, like it was either
Yeah.
him or Jermaine that were the oldest. I can't remember.
Originally consisted of brothers Jackie, Tito, Jermaine,
But
Marlon, and Michael.
Michael was the youngest part of that group.
Mm-hmm.
Michael and I forget the other young one's name. I remember when you used to watch. They had an animated series back in the
Mhm.
70s or 80s, and when you would watch that, Michael and the other one looked like they were like the same age.
Right.
Mm.
Oh, Maggie Smith,
Yeah.
Maggie Smith,
Wendy lady.
Granny Wendy.
Mrs. McGonagall.
Yep. Harry Potter, Hook.
Mm.
Her career goes over 7 decades.
Yeah.
7 decades.
Mm-hmm.
She was 89 years old.
Wow.
Mm.
She did the whole Harry Potter franchise. Let's not forget that. She was in every one of those movies.
Mm-hmm.
Not if they make another one though. She
Right.
probably won't be in that one.
And then she did Downtown Abbey.
Oh, Downton Abbey. She was in that.
Yeah.
I never watched it, but I handled
did not.
DVDs a lot. Worked in a warehouse. Yeah, she's been around. She also did like some
Violet-
theater acting when she was
Violet Crawley in Downtown Abbey was the name of her character. She had won 2 Oscars during her lifetime for 1970 film The Prime of Miss Jean Brody, and later for California Suite in 1979. She also received an Academy Award nominations for supporting actress in Othello, Travels with My Aunt, Room with a View, and Gosford Park.
Gosford.
Room with a View. What? I know that.
She was an absolute legend. That
Yeah.
was sad. That was a sad day when I heard the news that she passed away.
Yep.
You know, I loved her as Granny Wendy, on Hook.
Peter.
Drake
Kate's back.
Hodgstein.
Hodgstein. Mm.
Hodgstein. Oh, it's another daytime soap opera star.
Oh, that's why we wouldn't know him because we're men and we don't
Yeah.
watch that shit.
Right. Days of My
Exactly.
Life's 38 years, died September 29th after a fight with what a painful way.
Pancreatic. Yeah,
Pancreatic cancer.
that's
He
what
was
took out
70.
Mr. Trebek, wasn't it?
Mm.
There was another
Trebek.
one that hit hard.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Whistler.
actor, singer. That's not whistling.
No,
Oh, that's nothing.
that's blowing it out your ass.
Well, then you're
Well,
doing it wrong.
Only if your ass is on your face.
His nickname was Ass Face.
Man,
Mm.
he did Convoy,
Yeah.
but he was well known for the Blade movie for playing Whistler in Blade.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then
Was he in the Highwaymen?
he was one
Yeah.
of the Highwaymen.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. Which is if they got it.
They have to.
Oh, he sung with Janis Joplin.
Wow. Just to have been in her
Me
presence.
and Bobby McGee.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could have been high just standing near her.
No shit.
But
But
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't say anyway. The Highwaymen was
Ronnie
Waylon
Nelson,
Jennings, Johnny
Johnny Cash.
Cash, Willie Nelson,
yeah,
him,
Chris Christopherson.
Chris Christopherson, and there's one more,
Was it that dude
Merle Haggard, I think.
with the curly hair? No,
I don't know, but yeah, he was
part of the traveling
technically-
Wilburys.
He was technically one of the Highwaymen.
Hmm.
He had
Hmm.
quite the legacy and he also did that movie with what was her name? And I'm surprised it's not even saying it in here.
A Star
yeah,
is
yeah.
Born.
A Star is Born, right here.
Barbara Streisand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Barbara Streisand.
Yep. And that wasn't even the original version of it. That was the second version of it.
Yeah,
There was
in
one before that.
1976.
There was one before that from like the 50s or 60s or something like that. And then they redid it, and then that's what came out, him and Babs. And then they did it again with Lady Gaga. And
They did like a white elephant gift thing at my brother's.
my phone is loud.
Yeah, I'll put this back up in a minute. I think I just do this right.
Oh, hey. Hi.
Jeremy.
Remember us?
Here.
Oh, no, never mind. Is that a star, the Lady Gaga? Or no, is
That's
that
the one with Lady Gaga in it, and you can see
Bradley Cooper?
it's not open.
Yeah.
But I got it
Mhm.
as part of a white elephant gift. There was, I
Right.
mean, the best thing in that whole bunch was right here. There's like 4 of them, 4 DVDs in there. This was
Yeah.
the best one. I mean, you got Animal House, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Dazed and Confused, and Weird Science.
Good times.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow. That's quite the DVDs.
It is.
Whoops.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
All right, John Amos. Man,
John Amos.
from Good Times.
Yeah. Kid Dynamite.
That's right. He was married to a woman named Florida.
You know, and that was like a spin-off of All in the Family.
Good Times?
Yeah.
I know the Jeffersons was, but I don't know. Maybe.
He was also Emmy nomination for his role in the seminal 1977 miniseries Roots.
Yep.
He was 84.
Man, Roots lost some people this year, man.
Well, they're all going back to their roots.
Adult. He landed the role of adult Kunta Kinte.
Oh. Huh.
So Jordy was the young Kunta Kinte, and he was the older one.
Yeah.
He was also in Coming to America.
He sure
Mhm.
was. He played
Yep.
Mr. McDowell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
McDonald's has the double arches.
Gavin Creel,
Creel?
a Broadway musical theater veteran who won a Tony Award for Hello, Dolly, opposite Bette Midler. Wow. Died on
October 1st.
October 1st.
That's my
of
dad's
a rare
birthday.
and aggressive form of cancer. He was 48.
48.
I beat him.
Yeah.
Frank Fritz, the guy from
Frankie
American
boy.
Pickers.
Mm,
Never watched.
I did. He was the haggler.
He got screwed over by that guy.
Uh-huh.
Must have hurt.
I liked Frank. But what they did to him at American Pickers and the network, it was pretty sad.
Yeah, he got to be in 308 episodes, so he had some money, I guess.
But anyway, we won't go there. But that's the only thing he was known for.
Sissy Houston, that name sounds
Sissy
familiar.
Houston, the mother of the late Whitney Houston.
Oh, okay, that's why.
And two-time Grammy winner who performed alongside superstar musicians like Elvis Presley and Aretha Franklin. Wow. Died October 6th. She was 91.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, Elvis left the building and he took her with him.
Yeah.
Elvis didn't leave.
No,
He just went home.
Nah, he's a preacher now.
Canadian comedian and former talk show host Mike Bullard died October 13th at age 67. Hope it wasn't a Friday.
Yeah, right. It might have been. Well, you know what?
I think it was. Actually.
I think it was this year in October.
Yeah.
Or this last year, I should say. It's not this year anymore, huh?
Yeah. Liam Payne, yes.
British musician and former member of One Direction. Died October 16th after falling from the third floor of a venue.
Motel, whatever it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
October 13th was a Sunday of this past year.
And he was only 31.
He found out that there really was only one direction.
Get down.
Michael Newman. Actor Michael Newman of Baywatch died October 20th, 18 years after he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. He was 68.
Wow.
Ron Ely.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Oh, wow. He was Tarzan in the 1960s NBC TV series Tarzan. Died October 23rd at the age of 86.
Wow.
Terry Garr. Oh, my God.
There she is. That's the one I was talking about. She was in Tootsie. She was in Mr. Mom.
Yeah.
And she really looked like she played on Friends. She played Phoebe's mom, and they could not have picked like her real mom, and they could not have picked a better person because they looked like the same freaking person.
Yep.
Terry Garr, the quirky comedy actor who rose from background dancer in Elvis Presley movies to the co-star of such favorites as Young Frankenstein and Tootsie.
Would you like to go for a roll in the hay?
Roll in the hay.
Died October 29th. She was 79.
Put the candle back.
You take the blonde, I'll take the one in the turban.
There, Wolf. There, Castle. Sorry, we got started on Young Frankenstein. Oh, see, it says
was
Mr. Mom.
Abby someone. Abby Normal.
Abby Normal. But it did say Mr. Mom in there. I saw that.
And then here's a great loss
Quincy
to
Jones.
music.
Yeah, man.
The multi-talented music titan who has a vast legacy ranged from producing Michael Jackson's historic Thriller album to writing prize-winning film and television scores and collaborating with Frank Sinatra, Ray Charles, and hundreds of other recording artists.
I would say.
Died on November 3rd at the age of 91. And he was also part of the We Are the World.
Yep.
Live Aid.
He helped produce and direct that whole thing, the
There
We
comes
Are the
the
World music
Chuck
video.
Woolery. We'll be back in 2 and 2.
Yeah, Chuck Woolery.
Yeah.
Smooth talking game show host of Wheel of Fortune, believe it or not.
Yeah, before Pat Sajak.
The Love Connection.
Yep.
That's where the 2 and 2 came from.
Because that's how long commercials used to run. 2 minutes, 2 seconds. Imagine that. Now we have 10-minute long commercial spans.
Right.
Yeah. Unless you pay for subscriptions of YouTube and just get rid of the commercials already.
Yeah, well, don't do that when you watch my channel. Turn off your Prime. Just watch it on regular YouTube when you watch my channel, by the way. The Scrabble, I remember that was a good game.
November 24th at the age of 83.
Wow. Hard to imagine him being that old.
11-year run. He was an 11-year run as a host of TV's Love Connection.
Yep.
And he was inducted in the American TV Game Show Hall of Fame. I didn't know there was such a thing.
They have the quote wrong.
2007.
They have the quote wrong. It says, "We'll be back in 2 minutes, 2 seconds." No, he just said 2 and 2. That was it. I remember.
Hudson Meek.
Two things you said you should dub the 2 and 2. Yep.
Teenage actor Hudson Meek died 2 days after he fell out of a moving vehicle in Alabama on December 21st.
Yeah, I don't even know who he is.
I don't either, but still, that's like, what, 4 days before Christmas?
Yeah.
And he was only 16? That kid didn't even get a chance to live yet.
No.
Dale
Haddon,
a Canadian actor.
Activist and trailblazer.
She was a former Sports Illustrated model. She must have been in the swimsuit issues. Don't know.
Carbon monoxide poisoning.
Linda Lavin. Do you know who that is?
Oh, that's Alice.
That's Alice.
Yeah.
To the moon, Alice.
That was just recent. We're getting more recent now.
That show also was came out of, what was it? Kiss My Grits.
Yep, that was Flo.
That was Flo. Yep.
They all worked at Mel's Diner. It was, Flo, Vera, Alice, and Mel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or what Mel called Vera was Dingy.
And don't forget Alice's son,
Tommy.
Of
course, I'm going to remember that name.
Oh, that's it.
And she was on The Sopranos for a couple of episodes. She played Meadows' therapist.
They forgot one of them on there.
Yeah.
They forgot the most. That list wasn't complete because they forgot Jimmy Carter.
No, he was at the beginning. Oh, wasn't he at the beginning of the list?
No, he was. He died
December 29th.
Yeah.
I had that up. I was looking at that. That's why I said in the beginning I could swear he died like twice before. Definitely once before. But keeps coming back.
39th President of the United States. He has been in hospice care since 2023 following a series of short hospital stays. But like I said, his wife, he was married to Rosalind for 77 years, and she died in November of 2023. So, and then he started going downhill right after she passed away.
I mean, wasn't he the one that was like a peanut farmer, or he had a peanut farm?
Yes, he
or-
was the
yeah,
one
yeah.
that the president, that they were calling. He was a peanut.
Oh,
Peanut gallery.
he was a peanut. Wait,
Now, if he comes back again, it's in the head.
you know what? Jimmy Carter came for him. Is what happened. He's like, I don't like you talking about me.
Yes. Merry, Happy New Year to you too, Kate.
Yes, happy New Year.
It's-
His camera's been a little off most of the night, but we
Yeah.
haven't really been on camera. So
Mm.
yes, there is such a thing as a peanut farmer. Where do you think
Yeah.
they don't just like hop into jars on their own? You know?
There's this place down south called Kingaroy. They make peanuts down there too, and they'd have to farm them. I think they got the big
Well-
rotary hoe things on the.
But you didn't bring yourself in yet, so we can hear you, but they
Yeah.
can't.
Exactly.
No,
So they
you're in the
don't know what
bottom.
you're saying. Joe, don't say
We're
that.
talking to a phantom. What? What?
I'm in there now.
Yes, you
Yeah,
are.
you're in there now.
You're on the bottom. You got two guys on top of you.
Mm.
But like I said, I think right after she passed away, he started going downhill and ended up in hospice.
That's usually how that happens, though, when you're married to someone for a really long time.
I think he died of a broken heart syndrome
Yeah.
because he
It's
couldn't
happened.
live without her. I mean, 77 years, man. That's a long time.
Yep.
I can only imagine with what's his name from Kiss, if Sharon ever passes on, he'll be quick to follow.
Well,
Yeah, Sharon
Ozzy,
goes before Ozzy. Yeah, Ozzy
Mm.
won't last
Yeah.
long after she's gone.
his kids will have to
Oh.
take care of him.
No, definitely.
And one of them's too busy being in the paranormal world, and the other one's too busy getting plastic surgery left and right. So
Yes, Kate.
she doesn't even look like herself anymore. What's her name? Kelly Osbourne.
Kelly
Kelly
Osbourne.
Osbourne. Yeah.
She doesn't even look anything like the same person anymore at all.
Maybe
She looks like a
did it on
cookie
purpose.
cutter,
You know,
cookie
people-
cutter Hollywood person.
I don't know why people go through and waste their money to
Me
get
either.
unnecessary
These nuts?
plastic surgery.
Mhm.
You know, a lot of these women probably would have aged gracefully if they
Mhm.
would have just left Mother Nature to do her job.
No.
Because you get them into doing the other Botox injections or whatever, and it's like Dolly doesn't even look
Yeah.
like herself anymore.
No, she
You
looks
know-
younger, but
But I understand the one surgery she had to get because that was a health issue. Which was getting a reduction done to her chest
yeah,
because she was having backache issues. But she should have left her face alone. Same with Kenny Rogers. He should have left
Mhm.
his face alone.
he looked horrible.
But
Oh, yeah.
during that time that he did that, he also
Mhm.
had a stroke during the healing process.
See, and I've told the story before. I don't know if I told it on a live feed, but I went to the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City, and as it is in every Hard Rock hotel and Hard Rock Casino, they have like a lot of like stage worn outfits from different
Outfits.
singers and stuff.
Mhm.
And there was one that it said Dolly on it, right? Dolly
Yeah.
Parton. I looked at this mannequin that this thing was on. This thing was like this thin, the arms and everything. But I'm looking at the width of the dress at the top. I said, there is
Mhm.
no way she wore that. If she would have wore that, her boobs would have been smushed so bad they'd have been up into her face. Unless it's stretched. I don't know. But I took a picture of it. I just don't have it handy. But and it's
I mean,
Maybe they were painted on.
maybe. It's spandex. You just don't know. Yeah.
Mm.
Stumble out of bed.
So, I guess that's our show for tonight. Stay safe, and we'll try to be back when I can.
And the Sheik of Scrubby Creek died a couple of days back too.
Oh yeah, whoever that is.
And it's an Australian singer, country singer.
Wow.
Chad
dropping.
Hogan.
They're dropping like flies.
Yep.
It's all the drones